Hi everybody, it's Linda. So today I wanted to show you some of the things that I've been working on or making over the last few weeks, because I've said this before, I work from home during the week. I'm very lucky I can do that, but I don't really play. I don't really get a chance to come up here and hang out during the week, because I know that I have downtime, but you know how you can be up here for 10 minutes, the next thing you know 4 hours go by. Crazy. Okay, so let me show you a few things. So about a month or so ago, I made this little journal. See, it's a little cute. Isn't she cute? There's some pockets on the inside flaps, and there's some little tuck spots inside. I made this out of one of these. This is the new Smarties package. You know, the same amount, less packaging box. So I trimmed off the flaps, covered up with paper, sewed it in, and then I covered up my sewing with a piece of lace. So, isn't that cute? I love it. So I did that. These were from Natasha at Treasured Books. She made these. She made them into paper clips, which I did. You can make them any size you want. Hers are actually bigger. So I'm not even going to try and explain it that concise to you. I suggest you go look up in her last like 3 weeks worth of videos. You will see, so sometime maybe at the beginning of April-ish, you'll see a video where she makes these bows. She has to fold up. All of us have a ton of these book pages left over from when we tear books apart. So you fold up the paper a certain way and you cut it, and it makes this, because this here is one piece of paper, and then you do two of them. You get two of them, and then you also make the long, what do they call that? The long piece. And you glue it all together and you make a paper clip and ta-da! But anyway, she made bigger ones and you put them in a journal or whatever you want. She attached one on the front of like a little gift bag instead of a tag. It looks so cute. Anyway, so I made a couple of those. G. Kerr. Again, this was a couple weeks ago, so sometime maybe beginning of April-ish, she did a video where she made these little kites. So I took 4 pieces of paper, layered them up, cut them into these 4 corners, right, 2 longer than the other 2, and then trim them up, and then I switched them around so they all have the same papers, just in different spots. And I did the sewing, and then what she did, I only did this on one of them, is she made it into paper clips. So before you glue the backing on, you make a slit and you put a paper clip in, then you glue it down. So if you make the slit higher, it'll make this sit like in a different height on the paper. So see, in my book it sticks out, but if I had the paper clip higher, if the paper clip was higher, then this would be lower in, something like that. You have to play with it, but anyway, these are so cute. So what I did with the 4th one is I put it in a journal. Let me just show you. I made mine into a tuck. Sorry, I don't think you can see that. So that's like a tuck spot, okay? So I glued it down, left room for a tuck. This wire is from Dollarama, and then I glued a few little just bows. And at the end, see, I need to glue it back down. I just put glue in a few spots. I'm gonna have to glue it down again. But I do want to glue down, like maybe make like a little circle out of floss and glue it down for the end. But isn't that adorable? It's so cute. Okay. And this, I believe it was, this dangle, I believe is from Live Love Scrap. I think it was her. If not, it's someone whose name, Lyric Love maybe. It's one of those 2 ladies. She ordered a bunch of these things from, you know, Amazon or wherever, and hers I think were bigger, and she made dangles. So I thought, so I put my initials. I originally had my name, but then I couldn't put nice beads at the end because they kept coming off, because it's one of those, I found this in my stash, and I'm pretty sure it came with Christmas decorations, or you can buy them separately. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it locks together like that. So I had to open up one a bit more to get the beads to come on. Like I had to lay them out the order I wanted them, put them on, and then I started to bend it back, and then I locked it, and then I took my beading pliers and tried to squish it, and so that's how, where is it? So it's pretty good on there. Like, it's pretty good how it's closed up, if you could see that. When I saw these, I was looking for something else, and I saw these, and it was like the heavens opened, because, oh my God, I just saw the video where she made something with those. So I'm pretty sure, like, these came off of pieces because I saved them, and I can't believe I saved them, and now that I can use them. I only made the one as an example for now, but I'm pretty sure I might be able to buy these as they are at Christmas time in the dollar stores. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that, and I hope all of you don't go stampeding over and buy them all out for me. Kidding. Okay, so the other thing is the Dollar Tree cutting mats. I cut into 2.5 by 5. You can only get 3 of this out of one of their cutting pads. So I cut up 2 cutting pads into the shape, so I have 2 extras. And what I discovered is if I take 4 and put it into my little sidekick. Remember, I found this at Value Village for $5, $4.99 or $5.99, but it didn't have any plates with it. And I did order plates, but in the end I didn't need to, because if you put it somewhere in one of these, either in the first, second, or third, right? It doesn't really matter. You put your little cut, or if you want something embossed, you might have to actually, I think if you're embossing something, you have to actually take one of these out. That you'll have to fiddle with and figure it out. I only have one embossing thing, and I think that's all I had to do. I only have one embossing, folder that would fit in here. Everything else is too big. It goes in my regular Sizzix. So if I put all 4 in and just run it through, come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay, and there's my leaf. Now, I don't know if you can, sorry, I'm wondering what's going on. I forgot, I taped it down with washi, just so it wouldn't shift on me. But you can see on the back of it, you can see like the embossing part, and then there's my leaf. So it works. So ta-da! Now, if any of you don't want to, you can extend the life of your plates. I'm sure most of you have plates. Like, I just didn't have any at first, but I do now, so I'm happy. Anyway, so that's another little, I can't stop making those. I think I'm okay though, for all of these little shortcuts with the cutting mat. The other thing I wanted to show you was, okay, I told you how I've been working on an idea journal. I had 3 signatures. Well, each signature is so fat, and I'm not even done. I'm nowhere near done. I still have lots of space for more ideas. And I've been watching a lot of videos, and I try and make notes and credit who they're from. And some are just kind of common sense. We all thought of them at the same, you know, when I first start, you just make a pocket. Like, you kind of figure that out on your own. So I'm not trying to take away credit from anybody, but any really neat ideas, which is most of them, of course, I try and credit who showed me. And I've been watching all of Corey Dahman's videos. You really have to check her out. But anyway, I'm not going to show you the journals because they're not done yet. So instead of doing one big fat journal, which I don't want to do, I decided to make each signature its own journal. So, but I'm not going to show you, well, I showed you that page with the kite, but I'm just going to show you I've done one cover so far. I just finished it today. So this was the chipboard from, I believe, or chipboard. I believe it was from, I think it was Dollar Tree. It was Dollar Tree or Dollarama. So that, the tree, I believe this wooden tree, I believe that was from Dollarama. These little birds, and then I put an airplane up here. Adorable. So I painted these, and then the green and the lighter brown were gelatos. This silver paint, and this is a gelato here to give the bird some color. I decided to just leave that guy white because I had to keep reminding myself when I was going, oh, and that's just construction or paper from one of the scrap bags I bought from Dollar Tree. I just try to cut it into to look like grass. I just had to keep reminding myself, Linda, it's just an idea journal. It doesn't have to be super duper nice, but it is. This is really nice. So at the back, this going from here around to the other side, it was just over 12 inches. So I couldn't just use one piece, like I couldn't just wrap a piece of paper around. I had to cut it. So that left the spine, so that, yeah, so you can see a bit of a tree out on this side. It left the spine. So I covered it with muslin, and then I put a piece of lace, and then there's two different laces on top of that. There's the leaf lace and then the flower. I got those two from Dawn, C'est La Vie Dawn. She sent me those a couple years ago. So isn't that cute? I love it. Anyway, so now I have to, I'm trying to, and the part of the idea journal world, for me anyway, is now I have to do two other different covers, right? Like nowhere near like what this looks like. Like maybe one will be fabric, like, you know, so now I have to think of ideas, but that's long term. That doesn't matter. Oops, I made a spill. Okay, this is another project I wanted to show you. And I think this is, okay. So all these little thin scraps, Corey Dahman glues them onto something like this. This is like a thick craft tag. Dollarama was selling a bunch of these, and I have all different shapes. So you glue them on, and then if you can see, there's like a nice little, like a flower with long leaves glued on top. Or this is kind of boring. For me, this is like nowhere near as nice as hers. She has hers slightly, you know, angled, different heights, and then has a nice big flower stuck on. Mine is kind of, ugh. This is why I'm not an artist, but she saved these. So normally you throw this out. So the last thing I want to show you is this little box I have here, this little bin. So I swear I saw Lollipalooza, if you guys know Lolly. She has a lot of great things too. Very nice lady, very helpful, does lots of stuff. I swear she made one of these. I couldn't find it in any of her videos for the life of me, so I had to do a search in YouTube, and I found it. And I will post a link to the video, but it's just I can't do it this minute because I have to do it on my computer, and I'm not near my computer. I don't usually go on my computer on the weekends, but I will try and zip on and copy the link for you. So this is just, because sometimes you have little scraps, and throwing them into like your big garbage bin, you end up missing and make a mess and everything. And so you make this out of paper so you can fill it up, and when you're done, you can throw this whole thing out. And it's like, what a great idea. So what you do, you take a piece of paper. This is just a regular 8.5 by 11, and it doesn't matter the size. So I fold it over, and I pinch it here, okay, just to get the center. And then, you guys can see me, so that's good. You fold it into the center. Okay, I think I'm doing this right. I really hope I am, because I'd feel silly if I didn't. Okay, and then you take this and fold this back to the side, to the edge, and crease it, to the edge, crease it, and then you open that back up. So then you have to do this 4 times, okay? 4 times, okay, 4 times for each side, each corner. So you go like this, you fold it up so they meet in the middle, and crease, okay? And then fold the piece up, fold this up, and then crease. And then this, crease, and then this, you guys can still see me, good, crease. Okay, right? And then put this down, put this down. The more precise, the nicer it'll turn. And then where these two are kind of like that invisible line, you turn it over, but you don't have to crease it in the middle, okay? Let's go like that. And then at this same over here. And then you just open it up. And you have a little box. Now, if you had a smaller piece of paper, this would be a smaller box. Now, on the video, he continues to go on to show you how to make like a lid for it. Or this would be the lid, and then he shows you the bottom, whatever. I started watching the video at that point, and I was like, I don't remember doing that step, because there's just one extra step you do. Anyway, there it is. Isn't that like the neatest thing? And the other thing Corey does with all these is she saves them. She throws them in a Ziploc bag. Like, so far I've just been keeping them. Now I have two. So far I've just been keeping them in here. And yeah, like you can ink them, whatever, right? And from any of your cuts, your discards. So anyway, that's, I think, all I wanted to show you. Of course, I'll probably remember something after I've stopped my video. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I finished the cover of my idea journal today, but I think my next project today is, I think Corey did 2 or 3 more. She does her Flip Flaps and Folds series, and she has a couple more ideas there that I need to do. And she also has the tabs, tags, and tucks, but she only has a couple of videos on that. They're really all kind of the same thing, but they're just so good, and she's a really good teacher. She is a teacher. Yeah, so I really suggest, if you like that sort of stuff for your journals, check her out. You got to go check her out. I'm sure some of you watch her. I think Tina F watches her too. And G. Kerr, G-I and then Kerr, K-E-R-R. She has a ton of stuff too. And everyone should know Natasha at Treasured Books. And that's it. So I'm now starting to ramble because I just don't want to let you guys go. Yeah, so I hope you guys like some of my little tips that I've shown you and my little tricks. And seriously, if you're into cutting lots of little papers, lots of little cut-offs, this is really helpful. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.